Hi, I'm Carl from the Suffolk Latch Company, and before we dive into the video of how to fit a tubular latch, there are a couple of important considerations to take into account first. Firstly, it's the length of the tubular latch. When I say length, that's the distance from the edge of the plate to the centre of the mortise opening on the latch. Now the reason for that is most lever handles, all lever handles, when you actually turn the mechanism, your hand is actually away from the edge of the door. So in effect, this actually can be quite a short distance. The problem can occur when you're using a traditional mortise knob. The problem is you have to grab the knob around its circumference, and if this distance here is a little bit too short, when you turn the knob, your knuckles and fingers can actually crack against the edge of the door. So for something like a mortise knob, probably looking for a 3 to 4 inch between the edge of the plate and the centre of the mortise bar. For a traditional handle, you're probably looking anything from say 2 to 2.5 inches. The second consideration is the power of the spring within the tubular latch. This one here is a fairly lightweight one and would be fine to be used with a traditional sprung lever handle. The reason is within this handle here there's a spring on the reverse handle and a spring here as well. Then you've got a fairly good positive return. The issue is if you buy a heavy duty tubular latch with a strong spring, you might find for the very old, for the very young, it'll be too much to handle. On the flip side, we do these beehive door knobs here. They're a great knob and they can be used on traditional doors, but the issue is, as you can see here, these are not sprung. So for this kind of knob here, you're going to require a tubular latch with a fairly heavy return spring. Otherwise, you'll turn a knob and the catch will actually stay within the body. So they're the two main areas you need to consider before actually choosing and fitting a tubular latch. I hope you enjoyed the video. The tools required for the job are as follows: pencil, tape measure, set square, craft knife, chisel, electric drill, small pilot drill, countersink bit, 20mm Forstner drill bit, 10mm Forstner drill bit. Stage 1. Once you've decided on the correct position of the handle, mark a line on the edge of the door using a set square and then transfer these lines onto either side of the door. Mark the centre line on the door edge, then measure the distance from the edge of the latch plate and transfer this measurement onto either side of the door. Stage 2. With the door held securely, drill a hole into the edge of the door using the 20mm Forstner bit. Make sure you drill deep enough to accommodate the latch. Stage 3. Using the 10mm Forstner bit, drill the two clearance holes on either side of the door. Remember to drill from both sides to avoid any breakout. Stage 4. Offer the latch up to the door, then making sure it's square, mark two fixing holes with a pencil and then drill two pilot holes. Using the countersink bit, remove excess material to allow the latch to fit flush against the door in readiness for the marking out. Stage 5. Offer the latch back up to the door and fix in place with both screws. Then using a sharp craft knife, carefully cut around the latch plate and remove. Stage 6. Using a sharp chisel, remove enough material so the latch plate will fit flush to the door. Again, using the countersink drill, countersink both holes to allow the reverse of the plate to fit snugly into the opening. You can now permanently fix the latch. Stage 7. Partially close the door and mark out where the catch part hits the door surround. Open the door and offer up the striker plate to the correct position and mark the two fixing holes with a pencil. Stage 8. Pilot drill with two pencil marks, then screw the striker plate back into position. Then using a sharp craft knife, mark around the striker plate and remove. Stage 9. With a sharp chisel, remove enough material for the striker plate to fit flush to the door frame. Countersink both holes and now you're ready to fit the plate for the final time. Stage 10. Finally, Using a narrow chisel, remove enough stock material from within the striker plate to allow the catch to fully open once the door has been closed. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you found it useful. Please watch out for our next video, which is going to be how to fit an unsprung doorknob.